What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So I want to start by saying I try to make my videos, I don't want to say humorous because I'm not very funny, but I don't make them super serious. And so if you guys watch this and are like, wow, she joked about this whole situation and made it out to be something that it's not, I just want you to know that's not my intent whatsoever. This video is serious. It's about coronavirus. And yeah, I just kind of want to share my story with you guys. I'm one of the people, like many of you, that I think never really thought you'd actually get coronavirus. I know it's such a huge thing in the world right now, and they tell us to wear masks and to stay home and sanitizer and just be safe and spray your house down and clean everything like crazy. And I feel like I was pretty good about that. However, I still ended up catching coronavirus. So with all that said, I'm going to quickly show you guys the video of me getting tested for corona, and then I'm gonna come back and explain the symptoms I had, why I even got tested to begin with, and yeah, just kind of go from there. I'm still not nervous yet, honestly. Okay, you guys, so I'm waiting for my COVID test right now. She's coming up to the window.
All right, for Heather,
yeah.
That plastic bag.
Okay.
All right, in the bag you have a bunch of sheets of paper to take out and keep. Those are yours.
Okay.
It's info about the test, frequently asked questions, and privacy info.
Okay.
For the test, you need the Q-tip and the vial.
Okay.
All right, open them both up.
Okay.
All right, that Q-tip's going to go midway up your nostril. You're going to swab around 5 times, putting gentle pressure on the walls of your nose, and then do the same thing on the other nostril.
Okay.
All right, into the vial, dirty side down. Put the lid on tight, and then put that back in the bag.
Shoo.
And then we will shoot this off to our lab, and then since you signed up online, you should get an email with a link on either Friday or Saturday morning, okay?
Thank you.
Yep, thanks guys.
Okay, so you guys saw me getting my test for coronavirus. I want to say, first of all, I was so scared that it was going to be something where they stick it so deep down your nose, like every other video I've seen, where it basically pokes your brain and it's this torment basically. But for me, you saw that it was a self done test or whatever, so I did it myself. She only told me to go in midway past inside of my nose, which I feel like I went as deep as I possibly could. So I definitely wanted to get true results. But I want to say, first of all, if you don't have insurance, but you're worried that you have coronavirus, I went to Walgreens. Now, I do have insurance, but I did find online where you can go to walgreens.com/coronavirus and get a test done for free if you don't have insurance. So just so you guys are aware, if you're at home right now wondering if you have corona and you don't know how you're gonna pay for the test or whatever, you can do your first test for free at Walgreens, which is what I did. So I want to backtrack now to why I even got the test done to begin with. So it was last week on Sunday, so a couple days actually the day before Labor Day. I woke up that morning and I started feeling like I kind of had a head cold. I felt like my nose was kind of runny, but then I also had pressure in my head. And then throughout the day, I kind of had on and off headaches, but not normal headaches. They were ones that would kind of move around in random spots, but only last a minute or two, and then they would go away. So it was very unnormal for me. I wasn't used to feeling that, I guess. And so I'd kind of talked to my boyfriend about it, and I was like, is this corona? Should I be fucking worried, or is this not corona? Do I just have a head cold? Do I have allergies? Am I worried for nothing? And of course, neither of us knew. I went online and looked up symptoms, and it always said you have to have a fever, and you have diarrhea, and you can throw up, and just all these things, loss of taste, loss of smell, just everything. And I only had a few of the smaller symptoms, and they were so minimal because I'd been sick so many times in my life, way worse than this, that I was like, gosh, it's probably just a head cold. I don't have to worry. Well, the next day rolled around, which was Monday, and the symptoms kind of persisted, but again, they were so minimal that it was I've been so much sicker than this and still gone to work and lived my day-to-day life that I didn't really think a lot of it. But I thought, my kid's in school, one of my kids goes to daycare at my aunt's house. If this is actually corona, I want to nip it in the bud now and not be spreading it around to everybody I love and care about, and just, you know what I mean? Like, we need to keep this in our house. So I went on the Walgreens website, took the little questionnaire, and it did tell me that they recommend that I come in for a test. So I made my appointment for that next day, Tuesday after Labor Day. So that day rolled around, and my appointment wasn't until like 3:15. So I kind of questioned still, like, gosh, do I have it? Am I like exaggerating this? Do I even need to go in for a test? I really didn't kind of know if I should do it or not. Like, I figured I don't have it. It's just a head cold, whatever. Well, a couple hours later, so probably around, I want to say like noon, when I ate my lunch that day, which was probably the first meal I had for the day, I noticed that I could not taste. So instantly I was like, oh shit, this is like a number one symptom of corona, is that you can't taste. And shortly after that, I realized I also couldn't smell, which I don't know if I've ever really had that, maybe slightly from like a head cold or something. So I thought it could still be that, or it could be corona, but obviously I just assumed that it was probably a head cold, and that's why I couldn't taste and smell. But deep down, I knew that that was like a symptom of corona. So I ended up going in that day for my test, and that was the video I showed you guys a minute ago. And yeah, I got the test. She told me, you'll get your results back either Friday or Saturday morning through email. So religiously, Friday rolled around, and I looked at my email over and over that day, waiting for the results. I didn't get anything. So then Saturday morning rolled around, and I kept checking my email. I didn't get anything. So finally, I called the Walgreens pharmacy, and I talked to just, like what do you call it, like a pharmacist technician. And I called him and I said, hey, I got my COVID test on Tuesday, still haven't heard anything. And so she looked at my information, and right away my heart dropped. She said, it looks like your results are on hold. You have to talk to a pharmacist. So you'll have to wait a minute. And I'm like, oh my gosh, great. This is not good news. So she put me on hold, I swear, for like 10 minutes. And finally, the pharmacist came back, and she did tell me, your results came back positive, you have coronavirus. And basically, all that she could tell me was that I had to self-quarantine for 10 days from the date that I first started feeling sick. And then I also had to contact my doctor as soon as possible to let them know. So basically, now today is Sunday, so I found out yesterday. Today's Sunday, so really I have 2 days left to self-quarantine, which would be Tuesday. And I want to bring up, although, like last week I also left my kids. I took them out of school and daycare, so they stayed home with me all week. I work from home too, so we weren't like infecting anybody or anything, even though I truly the whole time thought I did not have this. I want to stress, like, my symptoms were so minimal. Other than losing taste and smell, everything else was so minimal that if I had not lost my taste and smell, I don't think I actually would have gone in. So it's just crazy, like, how minimal your symptoms can actually be, which it's sad because some people's are so to the extent of, dying, that it's just such a wish-wash situation. So I kind of now realize, like, when I see stuff about like 2,000 more people have coronavirus, blah, 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 like, it is so easily spread because I feel like there's so many people out and about eating and going out with friends and doing everything that they normally would do because they literally have such mild symptoms that they don't think they actually have it. And now I'm realizing, like, that's why this is getting spread, because nobody is realizing that they have it. Like me, like, I would have for sure thought that I did not have this, and I did. So anyways, now tomorrow's Monday. I have to contact my doctor and let her know that I have this. I don't know what's going to happen next, if I have to like let the government or whoever know like where I've been and what I've been doing, just so they can like warn people, like, someone that has coronavirus was here and there and there. But I also don't even know where I got infected at, to be honest. Like, I ate out like a week before I had symptoms. So it could have been from a restaurant. I've gone to a gas station a couple times, so it could have been from a gas station. Other than that, I really haven't done a lot. So it's so weird, you guys. Like, I just feel like if you have any symptoms at all like that, like, for me, I never had the fever. I didn't have the diarrhea or vomiting or anything like that. I literally just had like this tiny head cold with the loss of taste and smell. It's better to get tested than not to. Like, that's why this is spreading, and that's why this is becoming such a crazy thing, is because we are not realizing that we have it when we do. But anyways, that's my story. Those are my symptoms. That was my test. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. God bless everybody. This is such a serious and shitty situation that it's sad that it doesn't really affect you as much as it should until it like hits home and you have it or someone that you know that's really close has it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Be serious about this shit because apparently it's fucking for real. I got lucky with mine and I didn't get super sick, but we know that people are dying all the time with this and we need to stop the spread of this because it's so serious. Anyways, I love you guys. I will see you in the next video.